Hi everyone, a warm welcome to you all. I am Sita Mahalakshmi, GTW Ashrama High School Girls Rajendrapalam, Koyuru, Visakhapatnam. Students, how would you show your feelings in writing? Yes, by using signs or symbols, right? These symbols are called punctuations. What is punctuation? Why do we need punctuation? What is the importance of punctuation? Now I am going to tell you clearly. What is punctuation? Punctuation is used to create sense, clarity and stress in sentences. You use punctuation marks to structure and organize your writing. In other words, we can say punctuation is a set of specific marks or symbols that we use to express the meaning of our sentences clearly. Why do we need punctuation? Punctuation allows the author's writing to be easy to read and understandable for the reader. It shows us where we need to pause. It separates ideas from each other. It lets us know that a certain phrase is quoting someone else's words. For better understanding, I will tell you one example to know the importance of punctuation. An English professor wrote the words, "A woman without her man is nothing," on the chalkboard and then asked his students to punctuate it correctly. All the males in the class wrote, "A woman without her man is nothing. A woman without her man is nothing." All of the female in the class wrote, "A woman without her man is nothing. A woman without her man is nothing." In these two sentences, punctuation makes a big difference. Now you should agree that punctuation is so powerful. In the English language, there are 14 main punctuation marks, and here is the list of them. Full stop or period, comma, question mark, exclamation mark, quotation marks or speech marks, apostrophe, hyphen, dash, colors, semicolons, parenthesis, brackets, ellipsis, slash. We have certain rules to follow these punctuation marks. Here I want to share most common used rules to follow so that you can remember easily. When we use these punctuation marks properly, which makes things easier for everyone, both writer and reader. Let's get started. Full stop or period. This is the most popular punctuation mark because you simply cannot write even a single sentence without using it. So, there are two most common uses of a full stop: to indicate the end of a sentence or to follow an abbreviation. See here, we use at the end of a complete declarative sentence. Students, do you know what is declarative sentence? Yes, it is one of the kinds of sentences. Declarative sentences shows statements and facts. It always starts with a capital letter and ends with full stop. For example, I know him well. Here, this statement ends with full stop. And the other one, comma. A comma is often used to separate different ideas in a sentences. Look here, we need a comma to separate items in a list. For example, Riba needs paper, scissors and glue. Paper, scissors and glue are separated by a comma. Question mark. used to indicate a direct query. For example, where are you going? Do you like coffee? We use a question mark after an interrogative sentences in English. Exclamation mark. An exclamation mark added at the end of a sentence shows emphasis depending on the meaning of the sentence. It can indicate anger, happiness, excitement, or any other strong emotion. Look here, we use after an interjection or to indicate strong feelings. For example, stop, he yelled. Get off my lawn. Wow, you look gorgeous. Here we used exclamation mark to indicate strong feelings and after an interjection. Quotation marks or speech marks show when someone is speaking. They go before and after someone's words. For example, did you like this book? Asked the teacher. Tim replied, it was the best book ever. Here, the quotation marks used before and after someone's words. You can also use them to show that a word or a phrase is being used ironically, or for titles of articles, book chapters, episodes of TV shows, etc. Apostrophe. An apostrophe has two very important uses. Firstly, it can be used in contractions in place of omitted letters. Secondly, it can show position. Look here, we used to show position to construct contractions and to make odd plurals. For example, a woman's hat, children's hats. Second one, she is calling me. Third one, there are two cents in 747. Women's, children's. Here an apostrophe shows the position. She is, contraction. We use apostrophe in place of omitted letters. Sevens, we use apostrophe to show odd plurals. Hyphen, used to connect two words into a compound word. For example, truck driver, ice cream, sign in, mother-in-law. Even though it looks very similar to a dash, a hyphen has very different uses. It's most commonly used to create compound words. Dash. The dash is used to separate words into statements. There are two kinds of dashes. The N dash, the M dash. The N dash, slightly wider than a hyphen, the N dash is a symbol that is used in writing or printing to indicate a range or connections such as numbers and dates. For example, 4 to 5 days. The M dash, twice as long as the N dash. The M dash can be used in place of a comma. We can also say that the M dash adds emphasis or functions as a comma, clause or parenthesis. For example, Jefferson, one of the founding fathers. Clause. We use after a complete statement to introduce a series of items. For example, I want the following items: butter, sugar, and flour. Clauses are also used at the end of a clause to show an answer, elaboration, or explanation follows. Semicolons. used to link two independent clauses that are closely related. For example, call me tomorrow. You can give me an answer then. A semicolon is used to separate two independent clauses while still demonstrating that a close relationship existing between them. Parentheses or round brackets. We use to set off additional information. For example, the president and his assistant traveled by private jet. Here, and his assistant is additional information, so we use parentheses. We also often use parentheses to set off less important details. Brackets. Brackets are squared off quotations that are used to show information of a technical nature. Even if this information is omitted entirely, the sentence would still make sense. For example, was he, the defendant, there when you arrived? If you omit the word the defendant, this sentence still makes sense. Was he there when you arrived? In other words, we use brackets to help clarify information about the subject or subject matter. For example, Jane wasn't so sure about the plan Bill said. Here, Jane in brackets helps to clarify information about the subject. Ellipsis. An ellipsis is usually represented by three dots, although it can also be represented by three asterisks. We use to indicate a pause or a trailing off of thought. For example, I don't know, I am not sure. After hours of careful thought, we told her the truth. This punctuation symbol is used to show that there has been omission of some letters or words. In many cases, ellipses are used to cut statements short to avoid unnecessary or irrelevant words. We often use ellipses to show that part of a sentences are left out. Slash. The slash can be used to separate lines in a song or poem when they are written in a continuous line. Look here, the slash can be used to separate lines of a poetry or rhymes in regular text. For example, twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. In this rhyme, we used slashes to separate lines. We use slashes for fractions. For example, 1/3. We also use slash to separate the day, month and year in date. Ampersand. This is also one of the punctuation marks we use to present the word and. For example, at the zoo we saw lions, zebras, bears and monkeys. Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. To represent the word and, we use ampersand. Students, let us do the exercise below. Sammy, please answer the phone. Raymond asked the conductor, is that my train? Where are you from? The boy's sister traveled by bus to meet us. My 8-year-old boy loves reading. Punctuate the following sentences correctly and rewrite them. Sammy, please answer the phone. Sammy, please answer the phone. After Sammy, we take a pause. So we should use comma. Second one, Raymond asked the conductor, is that my train? Answer, Raymond asked the conductor, is that my train? We should use a quotation marks in Raymond's words, is that my train? Third one, where are you from? To ask a question, we should use question mark. Where are you from? Question mark. The boy's sister travelled by bus to meet us. The boy's sister travelled by bus to meet us. Here, boy's sister shows position, so we should use apostrophe. The last one, my 8-year-old boy loves reading. We use a hyphen to join two or more words together into a compound term. So we can use hyphen. My 8-year-old boy loves reading. I hope this video helps you a lot. Thank you for watching this video.